we will have more droughts, so the hydrological extremes will increase. Let's see then one particular year where there were floods and at the same time there were droughts. Exactly what I mentioned before, that the extremes are coming up much faster than before. One year I have singled out the Indus flood in Pakistan, almost knocked out the Pakistani economy, $40 billion damage in Pakistan. Same year, months later, never experienced the flash flood in Seoul, an urban flood. A couple of months later in Rio de Janeiro, the favelas were washed away by a torrent rain. This is where my office is in Brisbane. We had a never seen flood. Sharks were coming into the city. Not dry, but they just came. So this was incredible. This is how the River Rhine looks like from a souvenir shop in Germany. This is my hometown, Budapest, and the parliament was almost washed away. Some people say, too bad it didn't happen, but we were lucky in that regard. So flood losses are tremendous, and yet some don't believe in it. It's not a matter of belief, it's right here. It's all over Asia, and also here in southeastern Europe. In the Balkans, we had floods which we have never foreseen. So what happened in more than 100 years ago in Paris, it almost happened last year again because of the increasing flooding. We have some unpleasant surprises. Underground places are flushed by floods. In Japan, the natural system was flooded, which we simulated with mathematical models quite all right. But it happened in 5 minutes' time. In 5 minutes. It's an incredible change. But at the same time, we have to cope with aridity. This is Lake Mead, which is supposed to supply water to the Las Vegas casinos. So the casinos are in trouble because there is no water. And the problem is that the hope what we have is quite limited because it's going to be even warmer. If we don't care, then not our generation, but the young guys there will be still suffering for that. That is the reason why it is so important to keep the agreements what have been agreed upon, such as the Paris Agreement. Unfortunately, there are some politicians with no understanding of the science who are just jumping out of it. And that's a tragedy, because that is causing damage to all of us. Finally, climate change is all about water. 80% of the climate change impacts are about water. The species access to water, the human access to water, the changing rainfall patterns, the changing recharge patterns in case of groundwater. So what we need to do is, and this is the key to our human sustainability, is to come up with adaptive water management, to have resilient systems. Basically, we have two options. Either we bring water to where we are, or we go where the water is. Thank you very much for your attention.